On instablogs Global Report today, we talk about the all-new Euro 08 winner. The joy of being champions has come to Spain after a wait of 44 years. We talk about that later in the show. Also in the Global Report, gay parade sarshas through Jerusalem. Small arms threaten environment and tourism in Sri Lanka. UNESCO holding Iranian Cultural Week. And Brangelina donates $1 million to War Children Fund. Spain became the Euro 2008 champs by beating Germany with final score standing at 1-0. Our sports correspondent reports.
This is Rajiv, sports correspondent for instablogs.com. With the 1-0 victory in Vienna, underdogs Spain marked history. Coming into the game, a question loomed: could Spain possibly hold its nerves and perform better than what they did against Russia? Maybe, but on a physical level, it was asking a lot from a team which hadn't won a title for the last 44 years. Whereas three-time champions Germany seemed all confident and relaxed, making to the finals with a win over Turkey. It showed in the initial bit of the game, with Germany controlling the game for good 10 to 15 minutes. Spain had the fervour to break the curse, and they showcased some real value football. Hence, effort repaid, with Fernando Torres sneaking between Philipp Lahm and Jens Lehmann, slamming home the only goal of the game in the 32nd minute. Spain had been tremendous this entire tournament. They scored more goals and conceded less than any other team in the Euros. Spanish midfielder Xavi Hernandez, being named as the Castrol player of the tournament, caped it wonders for the well-deserved champs.
About 3,000 gays marched quietly through Jerusalem in the annual Gay Pride Parade, with about equal number of officers on duty to protect the marchers from protesters. Our CJ from Israel has the details.
This is Jessie, citizen journalist reporting for instablogs from Israel. The memories of violence of years past are still pristine, but the annual Gay Pride Parade has once again sashayed through much conservative Jerusalem last week. It comes as a surprise as to what made this community carry those rainbow-colored flags, while still many seemed irked, less by the parade itself than by its location, which is heavily religious and politically conservative. Some believe Jerusalem is the safest place in the world for a gay pride parade, and it seems valid from the fact that perhaps the real reason Israeli gays insisted on running the event in Jerusalem was to be safe from God's wrath. But still, protesters couldn't be kept at bay. "Don't sodomize Jerusalem," said the slogans of one party, while "gay rights are human rights," said those of the other. No violent incidents have been reported.
The illicit small arms in Sri Lanka not only fuels crime, but have indirect costs on business and environment, mainly affecting the tourism industry. Our CJ from Sri Lanka has more on this.
This is Prabhat, citizen journalist for Instablog from Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka conflict and separations of illicit small arms not only fuels crimes but pose indirect threat to the business, environment and tourism. The small arms crimes at indirect cost. It usually kills the breadwinners, affecting the ability of the family to sustain itself economically and increasing poverty. Organized criminal activities are supported by the availability of small arms. The perception of insecurity affected livelihood by discouraging foreign investment, and internal problems have damaged the tourism industry. The cost of security provisions is increasing for Sri Lanka, yet it remains to be seen how government react to it.
UNESCO is holding Iran Cultural Week to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the incorporation of the country into the organization. An exhibition will introduce Iran's ancient monuments and artifacts. Our CJ from Iran has more on this.
This is Korsi, citizen journalist for instablogs from Iran. Iranian culture is known as a fabulous and glorious source of honor for all of the Persian-speaking world and Muslims throughout the globe. And with a civilization of 7,050 years old, the Empire of Persia shines as an eternal star in the sky of world history, where the people of Persian Gulf land always bless their cultural and religious values as an esteemed nation. Having these vaulted treasures, Iran Cultural Week began in Paris a few days ago. Iranian Cultural Week inaugurated on Tuesday to commemorate 60th anniversary of the country's membership of UNESCO.
Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have donated $1 million to support the education of 8,000 children in Iraq and the United States affected by war. More on this from our entertainment correspondent.
This is Sarah Naguib, entertainment correspondent with instablogs.com. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, arguably Hollywood's most philanthropic couple, frequently adopting children from the developing countries, have had a new generous donation to the Education Partnership for Children of Conflict via their charity, the Jolie Pitt Foundation. This generous donation will help restore vital education services for Iraqi children whose schooling was disrupted by ongoing violence. Pitt and Jolie have given millions to charities in recent years, according to tax records. In March, it emerged the actors had funneled more than $4 million each to their foundation, which was set up in 2006 to aid humanitarian causes around the world. In addition to donating millions of dollars for various social causes, Jolie serves as a goodwill ambassador for the UN High Commissioner for Refugees, while Pitt is a leading advocate for relief in the Darfur region and for victims of Hurricane Katrina on the US Gulf Coast.
If you want your voice to be heard by millions, let instablogs be the platform. You can contact us at cj@instablogs.com. This is it from the entire team of Global Reports here. See you again with more reports.